Okay, welcome back to Coffee Talk. This is episode number 7. Now, this is actually the third time that we've recorded this, and we keep going back and back and back. But this is going to be the final one.
This is the one. This is the one.
We stepped out of the car. We were like, okay, we're going to do this. Yeah. We're just going to change this ND filter because holy shit.
Stop being your friends and talk about some good stuff.
Because we're like too comfortable with each other, so we're just joking about stuff, and then it just we just get off in a segue, and then we're just not even talking about anything. So I'm going to have to keep... Whoa, bro. I'm going to have to keep adjusting this throughout because we're doing this podcast out of a car because it's Corona time, and we can't be in a studio because we haven't made it yet.
But we have though. We have a car.
Yeah, exactly. We're living
right,
lavish.
So throw some topics at me.
Yeah, so I think what we've been talking about the last few times is YouTube. And YouTube is obviously a very apparent topic for the both of us. Like, I started YouTube at the start of the first lockdown. I think you were the same.
A couple of weeks before, I think. So you're a sheep.
Coming for the throw off the bat, and it's only a minute and 40 in.
Yeah, I was the first person ever to do YouTube.
Yeah, you're the David Dobrik of Ireland.
Christ.
Yeah, that son is doing it completely dirty.
We're all good now.
It is what it is. That's what Coffee Talk is. It's a bit of a haphazard podcast. It's thrown together until I get rich and I have a studio. Until then, here we are.
We have the boom mics and stuff.
Yeah, from the ceiling. But yeah, basically the last few times we were just kind of discussing about how YouTube is. It's a great app, but it's a very difficult one to get into.
Yeah, and it's a good tool.
Yeah, definitely
if you look at it like that.
Yeah, like the last few times I've posted YouTube videos, I felt very like it's a real good satisfaction for posting a YouTube video, more so than doing an Instagram post. But I think
definitely.
When I started doing Instagram, I actually felt like that every time I post a photo on Instagram, whereas now that's kind of changed because I've done it so much.
Yeah, I feel like it's easier to get I don't know if this is definitely like a bad word, but like recognition on. Yeah. Like, because likes aren't recognition, you know.
No.
But like, you know what I mean.
But it is a metric of growth and success. Unfortunately,
that's
it's like
true, yeah.
You see someone with 10,000 followers and you see someone with 600 followers. You know the person with 10,000 followers has either bought followers or has done something to deserve them. So it is a metric in a sense.
That's true, yeah. I get you.
It's a hard metric though because the Instagram algorithm now is botched.
Yeah, it's fucked, isn't it?
So bad.
And falling into that like trap of likes and views and stuff is just fucking shit.
It's detrimental.
And like you're definitely, I think everyone is a victim of it. Yeah,
100%. When I first started Instagram, I was like, would literally be checking the likes on my videos or on my posts.
Refreshing it and stuff.
Yeah,
same with YouTube. Like, it was actually a joke.
Even now, the last 2 videos I posted, I've like refreshed them and I've been like, okay, whatever, and I checked them afterwards. I haven't even looked at the one I posted yesterday, but it's 4K. Just 4K views. 4K views. It's on the trending page, like number 1. Let's go. But
yeah. You kind of, after a while, you just look at yourself in the mirror, and you're like, what is wrong with you? Looking for short-term recognition off like something off social media.
I think I learned the hard way. I think I just got obsessed with it, and I was like, I've done a post or two. Like, one of my posts did so well, and I remember the fire one did so well.
That blew up, didn't it?
It was so weird though. I don't know how it did. I was literally looking at it last night.
Man, it was just the shares, I think.
Yeah, but it had like 50 shares or 50 saves. And for every save, it seems to boost your engagement so much. Like, my engagement is like 20,000. No.
Did you save mine?
No. Did you ask to save it?
No, I was just like, someone saved it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Someone definitely saved it.
I always save yours.
That's a good show. We actually should do that. If you want to help out a content creator on Instagram, save their stuff.
Don't even bother liking their content, just save it.
Save it. Commenting does help.
Of course,
anything with engagement, but if you support someone and you want to do bits for them, save their posts. It makes such a difference in the algorithm. I never thought about doing that.
Well, it doesn't matter about mine because I'm not trying to...
Yeah, but still, it's handy to reach a broader audience as well for Thrive as well. If they find you, they're more than likely going to find Thrive through your page. I always like
yours off Thrive and...
Yeah, I see that. You've used the 2 accounts.
Yeah.
I've got 2 accounts, but I don't really use my other one at all. My Dylan Tarmey one.
Sorry, just use it for sale.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, YouTube, why is it a good tool? I'm asking you.
Look at you podcasting me, bro. Let the conversation flow. I'm going to kick you out of the car in a second, even though it's your car, but however. But, whoa, too dark. But yeah, I think YouTube is a great tool. I think this is what we were talking about on the way up here. It's like, YouTube is a great way to slowly learn to not care care about what people think of you as much as you might have before.
Get rid of some insecurities.
Yeah, definitely, because I think otherwise if you like, I know if I never posted that first YouTube video, I definitely wouldn't be as comfortable as I am now in front of the camera.
Like talking to this thing? Like,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Like, at the start I was so uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's so weird though.
Like I wouldn't, even when I'm by myself, I'd be afraid to like look.
Yeah, the camera down the eye.
Like, yeah.
I still am bad at it now. I was looking at my video that I did yesterday when I was editing it, and I just
look
don't.
away a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Do you ever notice when you're videoing yourself and you're talking, and then suddenly, like, you don't even realise you're like touching your face? Or you're doing something.
And I keep going to do this with my nose. This is my thing. I do this when I'm like getting uncomfortable. I can't think about what to say. I like pinch my nose here. I'd say I did it about 6 or 7 times when I was recording that last video. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
You have these little like things that you do, but it's like. I think the way that I always looking at a lot of YouTubers say this is to just imagine that the lens is like people. So it's like I have an ND filter on now. I can literally see my own reflection. So if I like look into my own eyes, and you just turn into an absolute raving crazy person. But
that's good though.
It's kind of what you have to do if you want to do.
When people
YouTube.
think you're a crazy person, that's good.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say?
Think less, do more.
That's it. That's actually good. That's a good one.
Yeah,
but yeah, definitely, because like with the insecurity thing, like when you were going through like secondary school.
Yeah.
Like you're so insecure. Like you just, like, I don't know. Like there's been times where I've, I don't know, like changed what I wore because I didn't want to wear it to school. Like, you know, that kind of way.
Legendary stuff.
Like legendary. Like you're fucking
the myths.
You buy fuckboys. Because everyone else is buying them.
I never had them, believe it or not. No, I never jumped in on it. Yeah, they do look good. I think anything like that is comfy. They don't look good now. But they look... Man, if I was at home and I had those, I would wear them because they look good and they look comfy. I wouldn't wear them out, though.
No.
But at the same time, I think like from 1st to 5th year is like fight for survival, though. In a weird way, and it's not that at the time you don't think of it like that, but now that I look back, I definitely feel like that's what it was like. I was almost like, okay, I need to get in with the pack, and I didn't know then.
Chasing the popularity, like,
yeah, but it's like
it was kind of subconscious though in a way.
Yeah, it was subconscious. Like obviously that wasn't the sole reason. It's like the friend group that we had, we all got on so well, and like we'd all have such a laugh. But it's just now that we've all become adults and it's like out of school, I suppose everyone grows different. Like you've grown different than I know you in the last year. So have I. Like if we think about what we were like last year at this time and think about us now at this time, there's a stark difference in between us. So much so.
I think
so much
definitely a lot more mature, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like in a way, like we'd fucking.
That's
like I don't know. Even, it's not in like talking between us sense is not immature, but like life in general is more mature.
I'm the youngest man alive, and I'm the most immaturely mature person I've ever met in my life.
I'm an immature person.
I don't care. That's exactly what goes on with me every single day. Because the day that I become super mature and I don't find everything funny. Die. Yeah, that's when I become a 60-year-old and then I'm classified as old. I always say you're not old till you're like 67.
What?
You're not old until you're like 67.
My dad in like 5 days is 67.
What? Man, he's going to be so old. What's he going to do?
I don't know, that's like...
Happy birthday, Ben.
Woo! What was I going to say? You're not old unless you think you're old.
Yeah, it's a mindset. But also when I'm 67, I want to be old, I think.
I don't know, I want to have a six-pack, man.
Yeah, I want to be fit, but I want to be old. Like I don't want to have to be. I don't want to have to. It's not
necessarily a bad thing.
No, I don't want to. I just don't want to have to be like, oh shit, I have to go to work.
Yeah.
I want to get up at 67. And have you ever seen Get Hard? There's a scene with Will Ferrell at the start when he like opens his curtains and he's standing naked, and he's just looking out at his garden. That's what I want to do.
I remember I done that in Belfast.
Did you?
Yeah,
Did you feel good?
Yeah.
Invigorating.
I felt like, I don't know.
It's freedom. It's like primal instinct.
It's weird. Like,
it's like if you jump into the ocean and you've zero clothes on.
It was like funny.
Yeah, you feel...
Because like someone would look up and you'd be like...
I've seen it before. I've walked around when I was... One of the days I was in Dublin, I looked across from where I was working and I saw a big massive window and there was a naked person in the window. And I was thinking, well done.
Like, nice cock.
I was like, very good. Yeah. Wow, nice cock. Have you seen that TikTok? Nice cock.
Oh, he drops the towel.
Yeah. She's like, whoa, nice cock.
Nice cock.
That's so funny. But yeah, like when I'm 67, I want to wake up and turn over and my alarm will go off for 12:30 in the afternoon. I'll go like, "Keep," and I'll be like,
Backstreet till 12.
I'm
or
old
Backstreet till 2.
Yeah, but I'll be happy as an old person. Like, I won't be an old person.
I'll be fucking filthy rich.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know where I'll be living. I'll probably have like a nice cabin somewhere.
Nice.
Like a nice cabin. Just
like
I'll
nice
be on
tent.
like a vacation for my birthday, and it'll be like in a cabin, and me and Safiq will be in like in a nice wooded area. And there'll be a nice stream, and I'll be 67, and I'll be happy, and I'll be old.
Pick up your backpack and you'll have a red camera in it.
Yeah, no, I don't know if I ever want a red camera. I feel weird about them. They're too big.
The little boxes.
Yeah,
like.
I feel like it would be great for shooting movies and stuff down the line, but as well, like, I'd just be happy to wake up with probably a Sony A719 at that point.
19, yeah.
And just take it out of my pocket and start recording.
There'd be probably like loads of new brands, I'd say.
Yeah, I wonder will I be vlogging. Do you think you'll vlog when you're 67?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean by being old. Like, I'm done with it, if that makes sense. Not as in, like, I'm old and I'm poor and, like, sore and stuff. I mean, like, as in, I'm 67, I'm old, and I'm done with everything.
You're just, like, waking up and opening your laptop and looking at your investments that you've been making.
I'm taking it exactly every day, every moment at a time. Like, I don't want to be thinking,
that's very, very true.
It's like
I want to be that age, and I want to be, like, just present.
Yeah, exactly. Old. Because what do old people do except be old? They're old people, man. And I love it.
Yeah,
I love
so
when I
do
see my nana and granddad and they're old. I'm like, well done. You're
yeah.
old, and it's great. And they're the youngest old people I know. The youngest old people I know, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, they're in their 80s, and I look at them and I'm like, I see them as a fellow mate.
Yeah, I kind of, like, envy isn't the right word, is it?
Yeah.
Envy is like when you're jealous, though. But
Yeah.
kind of envy
Admire.
without admire, like, my dad, because he goes through his life without using a touchscreen phone.
Yeah, which
Like, he can't text on his little Nokia 3210.
It's very edgy.
What?
It's very edgy.
Yeah, like, yeah,
I know exactly what you
very-
mean, though.
But, like,
He didn't adapt. He was like, fuck the touchscreen phone. I'm
yeah,
using this.
he's like they're the ruination of mankind. Like, touchscreen phones fucking cause global warming.
5G, like, he's a
Yeah.
conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, he is. He's like, aliens will be here in the next no. But, like, he can go through his life without any social medias or whatever, which I kind of wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm like, kind of have to use them for what I want to do, because
It's very
like,
true.
it's hard to grow
Yeah.
unless you have like a local business or something. Then it's different.
Yeah, you don't need it
But like,
then.
all local businesses have Facebook.
Yeah. And they should be utilising it more than they are. Like,
Yeah,
I really think if you're a
100%.
local business and you're not on some platform of social media, you're really missing out on the market.
You're quite behind.
You're really missing out on the market from about, like, 18-year-olds
that's
to
like,
about
that's like us
30-year-olds.
with Thrive, though.
Yeah.
At the start, hello, log on to clothing brand.
You don't have to just talk. You don't even have to put it in. What I do after now is I go through the podcast and I put timestamps for what we talked about.
Okay, that's
so
fair.
so if you're interested in finding a certain part of the video, just go into the description and I'll basically have every chapter that we discuss and I'll have a timestamp so you can just go to that part.
So whatever with Thrive, right? So we started out on Instagram. We grew like actually quite quick. We got
You
I don't know.
did grow very fast.
like
didn't
we
you?
have like close enough to 1,200 followers now. We've only been doing it like last 4 or 5 months.
Like, that's
which
a
is,
lot.
which is decent, which is alright. But at the start, like, we grew to probably like 800 or 900 in like 3 months, which is actually like very good.
That's a good
And
growth.
we're like, yeah, whatever. That's like so quick, but it's obviously going to flatline after a while.
Yeah, naturally.
Naturally, yeah, of course. But like we obviously accepted that.
Yeah.
But then we're like we don't even have fucking Facebook. And the market that we have on Instagram is like, I don't know, it's like 18 to 24 year olds.
Yeah.
And we're missing out on so much.
Yeah, you're missing out on
with Facebook.
parents, man.
Yeah, like
Parents that want to buy their kids clothes.
Exactly. Like Margaret down the road that comments under a thing like, oh, that's lovely.
Good stuff, lads.
Yeah, Sean, my son Sean would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's nearly it though, and we were missing out on that, and we definitely like reaped the benefits of going onto Facebook, and we done a giveaway on Facebook, and we grew actually a decent bit from that giveaway, and yeah, we definitely got so many more sales from.
I don't think I ever even saw your Facebook giveaway, and that's not because I just never used
no,
Facebook
either do
myself.
I never use Facebook myself. It's so dead, but I just use it.
Yeah, it's
as
a business
tool
too.
for business. Yeah, 'cause, like
Absolutely.
we ran Facebook ads and stuff.
Yeah. How did they do actually?
Actually done quite well.
Yeah.
Gerard, my guy from
Yeah.
Fiverr.
That's funny.
He's such a legend though.
Yeah, talk to people about that a bit. So basically we shot like 3 short little lads, didn't we?
Yeah, we were on the way home from college.
Yeah.
And we stopped. Well, we
had
anyway.
it. Yeah, we had it in our mind. We were going to do a shoot. So we were going to do a shoot. We were going to do a shoot for Thrive. We were coming back, and you had the clothes and everything because you were doing a drop in like 3 days, wasn't it?
Yes.
So
very close,
and
yeah.
we were coming back over the gap, and I kind of had in my head I wanted to shoot it up at like the top where you stayed in the car. You know the place I'm talking about. And we got, but it was the weirdest thing. We got like at the beginning of the gap, and it was just snowed over. We literally couldn't have probably went until about 20 minutes into the shoot. Snow thing came and took all the snow off.
And like we were just stopped there, and we were like, did we do it here? Like, because we were like, we risked our cameras being broken.
Oh, I remember, like we were running in and out of the car, like because obviously neither of us have like weather sealed cameras, and it was snowing, like it was snowing a lot. What did I have? I had one of the masks.
What was it? It was like, obviously not one of these, but it was one of the disposable ones, and I broke this off it and wrapped it around the mask and put it over the lens yoke.
Like over the mount, so that it would stop the water getting into it, and we were like running and gunning, but like I ended up shooting the first half on my camera, but my lens got so covered in water and the screen was so dirty that the autofocus was so bad, so I switched over to your camera.
To the 85.
Yeah, the 85mm, and the stabilization was so hard. It was so hard to shoot it, but
when you look back on it, we actually done so well because like we were literally in and out.
That was about an hour shoot. I'd say about maybe an hour and a half worth of a shoot, because like if you think about in and out of the car, drying gear, changing clothes, going back out,
warming our hands, man. It
was so cold, yeah, because we weren't prepared. We had just come from college, so I was in jeans and a jumper, like I didn't have, and I had my coat on, but it was saturated. It was cold, like.
And what did we have? We had four colour hoodies and 3 colour sweatshirts and a t-shirt. So many times was I fucking
you were literally running around like changing t-shirts, and we were trying to get the shot so quickly.
People like flashing at me.
People boy, it's so weird.
It was gas though. That's so enjoyable. Such a good
so
part
much fun.
of,
I had so much fun doing that shoot. That was definitely the most like fun random shoot I've ever done. Like, and it wasn't even intended to be like that. It was meant to be just like a quick thing we just threw together. But the first video I sent you, the one that wasn't cropped to a square, was by far my favourite.
That was class.
I was so happy with that. But that was the one that we put the most time into, was that first one, because the hoodies were the main point. True. And it was like, I knew I wanted to get these parts, whereas the other two, I kind of intended to just do them off the bat. So like those were kind of freestyle, and they kind of came out like that. Now if there had been more time, I would have polished them up a lot more, because I felt like they were the last two were okay, but they weren't great. They got the idea across, but like trying to record on the 85mm using handheld and cold.
It was, for what we had, like you were using an 85 in the like wind and the snow on a beginner's camera that's obviously not weather sealed. It's so dangerous
and trying to focus the small aspects of the clothes,
like using like the logo, the chest logo. Just trying to imagine this is 1 centimeter tall and 5 centimeters wide, right in the middle of your chest.
And you're trying to get that slap bang in the center of the
with
frame.
with an 85
mil. So and focus, because I was
to be fucking way back with that.
Yeah, I remember I was like running down the road, and I was like, walk towards me, and I was like, keep walking, and then eventually, but I was probably like a good 10-15 feet back from you, like, and recording you as if you're in front of me. So if you're not into cameras, basically an 85mm lens is very zoomed in. So there are lenses we're recording these on right now. Yours goes down to 15mm, which 15mm is really wide, so you'd see quite a lot from close up. Mine's recording at about 17, so 17 on a crop sensor is about 24, give or take, 20ish. So like basically the higher the number, the more zoomed in you are. So if you imagine an 85mm would be like looking through a telescope as such.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's not that zoomed in, but it is quite zoomed in. Like,
it's quite zoomed in. It's hard to use.
But it's a lovely
not for
lens,
video though.
No. It's
unless you're like using a tripod. Maybe,
you could definitely use it for a video, like a product video maybe, and you'd want to have it like mounted and stuff.
If you wanted good compression.
Yeah, and you definitely can use it for video, but like with a stabilizer.
Not running gun.
It's not the most ideal.
But for what we had though.
Yeah. I love those ads. Like I still do look at that. Really good, like. The first one that I did, I was dead happy with that, and it's rare that I'm happy with a piece of work. But that's actually another interesting thing. Do you ever find yourself content with the piece of work that you make? Never, yeah.
Even the products we make for Thrive at the start, like our first products, I'm looking back at them now and I'm like, fuck me, like they are shit.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're shit though.
But I think that.
Yeah, well that's fair enough, and it's your business, so your opinion goes.
Well, like it's a bit like bad to call them shit now.
I wouldn't say they're shit. I would say that there's a lot of room for improvement. Like the t-shirts. The t-shirts weren't best.
No, they weren't, but like it's your first ever thing. Like that's the same with everything. Like your first YouTube video is gonna be shit. Like your first podcast was shit.
100%.
Like, I know that's kind of mean, like,
but it was like it when I look back on it, the only reason
video was shit.
Yeah.
My first few pictures of for photography was absolutely shit. My first like videography thing was kind of shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're shit. It's more of like a.
They're
you don't know anything. You're going into it though without knowing a thing. Like the first time I took a photo, like I didn't really know what I was doing. I was like, oh, that looks good, and I enjoyed it. And then you go from there. It's the same with videos. It's the same with clothes. Like when I say the t-shirts weren't the best the first round, it's like the neck was too wide on them in comparison to the next round of t-shirts you had when you were filming. The neck was much tighter on them, and they looked like a better fit. But that's only something you learn from doing drops.
It literally is that. Like.
And again, I got a large t-shirt off you, and like I'm not a large. I get t-shirts so that they're big for me, but it's not. It's a relaxed fit. It's not an oversized fit, so that's probably my fault as well.
Yeah.
It's the way that it fits. Like,
Do you want to return that?
You got a problem with the t-shirt? If you want to return it.
Yeah, if you want to have a look, it's thrive.clothing.ie. So.
Shout out to Thrive. I'll put the link down in the description. If you want to see the video that we were talking about, go back like 3 or 4 videos. It's on my YouTube channel. I just uploaded it.
Sick, yeah. But for you, that's why I'd say it was so enjoyable because, like, whatever, running, going. You're just thinking on your feet, but like we just like left it to you to use your own style, like whatever. It's class.
That's why I was so happy to like we'd never worked with each other. How weird that is as well. Like we live like 10 minutes away from each other.
Just
what a perfect opportunity though as well. Like we were coming back from college and we were like, oh, we may as well do it here. And it wasn't how I intended it to go at all. Like I kind of had a completely different video in my head. Because I didn't think it was going to be snowing, but the snowing just made it look sick.
So good.
Like if we had
colours on the clothes.
It made it pop so much. Yeah. Like if we could go back and do it, I would definitely record it better, and I would put more time into it. Yeah. But again, that's only something you learn with time. Like, and it's like I know better camera, it would have looked better. But again, and that's a weird thing too. And I think I'm almost falling into that trap subconsciously. I'm like, I'll get a new camera and my stuff will look better. I think, what did we say the other day? I said something and it made sense. I was like...
The quality won't be better, but...
The content won't be better, but the quality will be better.
Yeah, the quality of the footage will be better, of course. Because
so it's like...
Full frame, like...
Yeah, it's like if you're shit with the camera and you buy a full frame camera, it's not going to make a difference to your work. It'll make your images look a lot sharper and a lot better developed, but again, it's like...
But it's fucked up though. Like I have this camera, whatever how much it was, like €500. And there's lads out there that could be better than me with like a fucking Samsung phone, like
100%.
Like so much better than me.
I've seen videos of people using the new iPhone now. That's a bit of a stark comparison because the new iPhone is actually
like double
ridiculous.
The price of that, like,
which is insane. But like you really can make do with like very minimal equipment, and I think it's important to like that's how like this camera was like 450. 500 I think, and it's like obviously I've got a new lens for it now, but how much of a difference does that make? Not much. Like I got an extra millimeter down and I've got a better aperture, and little things like that definitely make a difference. But
like it doesn't make a difference to your content, but it's just like handier for you.
And the quality's better.
The quality's better, but for your like video making, like the what do you call it, like the constant aperture.
It makes such a difference.
You need that, like because like with that lens, the 15 to 45, it goes from 3.5 to 5.6, and it just goes so fucking dark.
It's so bad. It's really hard to work with. I remember that with when I was using my kit lens and I did like my first shoots. Like that shoot I did for Luca, that was my very first video that I ever did, and I did that all in the 50mm. And at the 50mm, and it was in a small area, but I wanted to use it because the 50mm can go down to 1.8, I think. So I had that open aperture, and it just looks really good. So. But that's all. That comes like the 50mm is €100. Like that's nothing for a
crazy
lens. Nothing for a lens. Like
that's crazy for that.
Such a good budget lens. Everyone knows that as like the nifty 50, the good. Like it's such a good intro lens. I don't know. It's such a simple piece of equipment though. It's literally like 2 layers of glass. I think.
Yeah, it's a tiny little lens, but it's fucking
so small.
It's so good though. Isn't
so good. I love that lens. I don't use it much now because I've got 2.8 on this. Like I don't need that 1.8. It's just handier to have this lens on. But again. it still has a time and place. Like if I was doing a shoot for something, I'd be
for
like, yeah,
photography.
yeah,
Yeah, you would stick that on.
It's great for portraits.
And my fucking 85 is fucking sick.
Yeah, it is. It's
it goes to 1.4.
It's a lovely lens. It really is.
1.4,
doesn't it? Jesus, yeah. What is it? I think this is a DCM. Anyways, that's all nerd
no,
stuff.
mine's a HDSM or something.
Oh, is it? I don't
it's
know
like
what
one of the older
ones.
ones. It's like fucking €400 or something.
Yeah, but 85s are expensive. Like I was looking at Sony lenses are insane. Canon lenses are worse, to be honest, but Sony lenses, some of the prices of lenses is absurd.
Just get Tamron.
Yeah, that's what I did. I got a Tamron 24-70 for my new one.
24-70. Did you not already have one?
For which?
Do you not already have like a 28-70?
No, but you see, these are all cropped sensor lenses. So if you put this on a full frame camera, it won't work.
That came with your Sony?
No. It's body alone. I only got a body alone.
Yeah, you just got a Tamron.
Yeah, Tamron with it.
How much was that?
Tamron was 650, I think. So a lens costs more than this.
That has a constant aperture as well, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, 2.8. That's why I got it. I was just like, it's that little bit more for it. It's like, it's a better investment. But yeah, how have you found Thrive kind of working with college? And obviously you're not actually in college anymore, are you?
No. Oh shit.
That's not true at all. College is really not the be all end all.
Right, so I've done sports science for like a year and a half. I haven't officially dropped out yet, but I am dropping out because I didn't do exams. Literally, that's exactly why I didn't do exams though.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't do all the assignments, so I have no choice, which is probably a bad way to go about it, but whatever. I didn't just want to take like a safe route because I feel like that would have held me back in what I want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I dropped out. I've done sports science in UL for like a year and a half, and now I don't do it anymore. So I'm forced. Not even
You've no option.
Yeah, I've no option but to try and do something with myself, or unless I could go on the dole. That's actually decent money. No, but other than that, yeah.
It is, but I think you said it to me as well. You're like, you feel like it holds you back. But I think this is my own opinion on it now because of the lockdown. I think if we weren't in the pandemic, it would be a very different situation.
It would, but it's still... That's why I'm kind of grateful that 2020 happened, because I realised that I don't like things and I like things.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. It's like, that's obviously a bad explanation, but when how do I even say it, with COVID, being at home and you're just doing your college course, and you're just like
there's no friend element,
there's no friend element, there's no social, so it's just your course, and with that, whatever, there's no enjoyment there of like going out socially, and like just scraping by with fucking assignments and whatever. So then I realised that like I just do not want to do any of this,
which is completely
with sports
fair.
science. Like I don't, like, I'm not saying that it's a bad course or anything or anything like that, or it's a waste of time, but it's just not for me.
Isn't. That's the other side of it. It's like some things just aren't for you. Some things will come and be in your favour, and some things will come and you just won't enjoy them.
That's what I mean with COVID though. I really don't think I would have realised that.
Yeah, without it.
Do
you think?
I don't think so. Well,
yeah, because when you're down there, it's very different though, isn't it?
It's different because
like you're surrounded by everyone doing the same thing.
You can go do assignments with people and stuff.
Yeah.
It's different that kind of way.
There's more of a social element to it that you kind of look forward to, like whether it's going out as well is a big factor. Like obviously we haven't gone out at all this year because we just haven't been able to.
But I don't even know how I explain that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, pretty much like I just decided that. Not that I decided, I just found out that I really didn't want to do anything with sports science. Like I didn't want to coach teams. Like I was telling myself, oh sure, I'll just go do another 2 years and become a physio. But like I don't want to do that. Like,
and that's fair.
I don't want to do that.
That's completely normal. Like I think there's a bad stigma with like if you drop out of college you're screwed.
It's definitely a bad stigma.
It's not the case though. It really isn't. Not in the world we live in now. But especially not if you have other ambitions. Now I'm just going to cut us off because these cameras are going to time out. It's on 29 minutes, so we'll just stop the recording here and then we'll resume it again. Okay, we're back. The reason we just have to stop it because the cameras stop recording when it gets like 59 minutes. So we just said we'll start and stop again.
Start again.
Yeah, so what were we talking about?
About college, I think.
Yeah, that was it. And we were just talking about the bad stigma that's associated with dropping out of college and stuff. I can understand, and I think it's more of a... It's not solely with dropping out of college, it's more like what are you going to do with yourself now? And it's like people are concerned for what you're going to do, but I think we live in a very different world now.
It's so different. Like back, like when our parents were younger, it's like you either do college or an apprenticeship.
Yeah, and that is the
like
reality though.
Because there was no like massive social medias, like there was no, I don't even know, like
there was no networking elements.
There was no like easy ways to make money online. Like there was like fuck all e-commerce. Yeah, pretty much
like when you think about it now, this is like an extreme example, but Jake Paul is as famous as Conor McGregor right now, and he's a YouTuber. When you think about that, like he's offering him 50 million to fight him, 50 million for a fight, but he's a YouTuber. Like he made that money from his career that he started by making videos. If you told someone that 40 years ago, they would have laughed at you and been like, that's ridiculous.
Shut up and be an accountant. Like.
Yeah, recording videos of yourself and making millions.
Why are you so vain?
But isn't that just a stupid opportunity to pass up on? Like, I'm so happy that I've tried YouTube and I'm enjoying it more now than I was during lockdown.
I'm way more comfortable with YouTube and stuff. But like, I think we'd be silly not to. Like, even if we're not like fully focused on YouTube, like let's go get fucking 1K subscribers by this time. But like, if we consistently, like 1 to 2 posts a month or whatever, 1 to 2 videos, we'd be stupid not to consistently like grow our channel. Yeah,
100%. It's something. It comes and goes. Like, I didn't really have any interest in doing it for like the last 6 months probably that I took a break, and now I'm kind of falling back into the tendency of I'm like, I'm enjoying it a bit more. And it's like Speak obviously got me lights for Christmas, and they've kind of like motivated me again, so thank you, darling. They've kind of like motivated me towards wanting to make videos again, because it's like I have the equipment there, and it's like it's not, you don't need fancy shit to make. Like, all of my first YouTube videos were done with daylight, and they still are. Right now we're recording this video in a car.
Exactly. It's actually not the worst lighting either.
No, it's grand. There's a big massive sun hitting us. We've probably been squinting for the whole thing, but at least we're illuminated. Bright pixels are good pixels.
Yeah, but I did think of like YouTube maybe as like another source of income.
Yeah.
Like, and there's no reason why. Why would we think that we wouldn't be able to get 1,000 subscribers?
Yeah, that's my goal. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
It's just so many people have said that. That's the hardest part.
Yeah. That first initial 1,000.
Because it's kind of sad this way. Because like if I come across an account, like ours that has like 180 or something like that. Yeah. Like, I'll be so much more like to subscribe to an account that has like 2K.
Yeah, even
like
2K,
that,
yeah.
Even like over 1,000, I'd be like, oh yeah, fucking hell, like he's doing well. I'd subscribe to him, but I'd be so like less likely to subscribe to an account like mine.
And it's so, subscribers are slow as well, and it's like, my content is probably not fantastic, but I do want to make it better, and it's not like I don't want to. Thank you.
Your last few videos have been good.
Yeah, I feel like they were a bit better and a bit more like.
You're getting a lot better at telling a story. I think that's where I struggle.
I think that's where we all struggled at the start, was telling a story from a video from point to finish. Like, when I think about it, some of the videos that I made were like 10 minutes long, and like I couldn't tell you what even happened in them, and I recorded them. Like, you know, it's like my podcast. Like, I can't tell you what I talked about in that first episode.
That's true, but that's the good thing about it, though.
Yeah, exactly, and it's up there now.
Come on here and just chat shit.
And like, I don't necessarily want to be like, YouTube is the be all for me, but it's like, I'm enjoying it. It's like, just do what you enjoy, I think, is what it all boils down to. And I always say this, it's like, if you're not having fun doing what you're doing, then do something else.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then, but there's always going to be things where, like with Troy at the start, like, this is a good example. Yeah. Like, obviously I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm like building up my own brand, but then there's like things that you have to do in it. Yeah. That you obviously do not like. Yeah. Like, it's obviously really hard work.
And what would you say the toughest thing for you and Josh when you started out? Like, what was the toughest thing for the two of you to begin, like?
To begin? Just stupidly insecure about the whole thing.
Really?
It's definitely, I don't know, I couldn't really put my finger on it when I first started. Like, when I got the first t-shirts, I was afraid to wear them to work and all. Really? Yeah, literally. I was just super insecure. Yeah. And I think it is about that thing, when you finally put it out there, everyone knows about it, and it's just that fear of failure. Yeah. That makes sense. But I'm not afraid of that now, obviously. Yeah, but fear of failure, I think, is what holds a lot of people back. Fear of failure. That's literally it, though.
Fear of failure, I think, ties in, definitely for me, fear of failure ties directly in with what people think of me, because I don't want people to see me fail. Yeah. But I'm more open to that now. I still don't want to fail. I still don't want to see people fail me, and I definitely still have a bit of a fear of failure, but it's definitely less than it was when I started everything.
But I would well rather do this for like a year and fail than not do it.
100%.
You know what I mean?
And I think that's why I said I'd start Instagram and I'd start all this stuff, because it's like, well, I can do it and figure out that I don't enjoy it at all, or I can
live in regret.
Yeah, and live in regret. And that's a scary thing to like wake up when you're 56 and look back and realise that you didn't do anything. Like, as we were saying, like, I want to be old when I'm 67 and I want to look back.
Anxiety.
Yeah, like that would be crazy. That's why I think it's so important to just do. If you wake up and you want to do something, it's more than likely because you're going to be good at it, I think. Like, I woke up and I wanted a camera. I researched it for like 2 or 3 months, started getting mad into photography YouTube videos. Like, I never had an interest in it through six years. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, since I was like 4, I loved photos, because I didn't have an interest in it. Like, my dad is a photographer, my mom's dad's a photographer, my dad's a photographer, like, and they're not like world renowned photographers or anything, but they've all had an interest in cameras, and it's obviously run down. But I mean, it was the weirdest thing that, like, I never would have thought that would happen. Like, that's what I meant in my video I said yesterday.
How did you even...
I literally swear to God, like, I woke up, and now I had an interest in vlogging. Like, I vlogged a few times through 5th year and 6th year on my phone and just put together absolute pure shit that I would never, and they're probably gone now, but it was more the principle of doing it. And like, I remember I would get a motivational urge and I'd do it, and then I'd be like, nah, I'm scrapping that. But now, then I got into cameras. I was doing that open learning thing in UCD and I was just so lost. I just had no clue what I was going to do. I was like, I'm 18, I'm finished my leaving cert.
So young.
So young, but at the same time so old. I was like, I'm done school now. I'm an adult.
That's true, yeah.
And I was like, I need to figure out what to do with myself. And I think I was just in a state of panic. And I was like, watching so much YouTube, and I was like, these people are like...
They look like they're proper enjoying themselves. Like,
and I was like, why not throw my hand at it? That's when I like came across like North Borders and Hayden Pedersen and all these people, and obviously Peter McKinnon as well. And Cole Bennett, to be honest, was probably the biggest turning point. I remember watching a TEDx talk and Cole Bennett was on it, and he was just speaking about, like, he never would have thought that doing music videos was what he wanted to do until he was just doodling ideas in school. It's like me, like, I've been doodling stuff since I was in like 5th year, and it's things that I come back to now that I'm like, that's actually something that I have a bit of an interest in, and it's like, I'm happy I did it then. That's what Cole Bennett was like. He drew out Lyrical Lemonade when he was in like high school or whatever, and then he dropped out. Like, he had done, and he has the piece of paper that he sketched it on now. He showed it at the TED Talk, and he's like discussing how about, like, there was one music video per se, this is just about like thinking on your feet, and it's like things don't always go as you planned. He's recording it for the Migos, I think, and he wanted Offset in the video, but he couldn't get Offset. So there was another dude on stage that had similar hair to him, but he was just there, like a cameraman, and he asked him to step in. But he literally made the video as if that dude was Offset. Like, he used him in the scenes and stuff, but he's so good at just using like a side of his face or his hair or something, and he made it look like he was in the video.
Like a silhouette or something, like,
yeah. And that was when people were like, oh, okay, this kid knows what he's doing. He's 23, like. He's recorded that video for Eminem, and Eminem was saying he's the guy that Eminem will go to now. Like, Eminem was saying he always loves to have creative control of the concepts in his videos. Let me just turn this up.
Dark.
Yeah, it is dark. And he's like, he loves to have the control, but he said that he just gave all of it to Cole Bennett. He was like, the only thing he had in that video was biting the head off the bat at the end. I don't know, have you seen it, but it's a great music video. And Cole Bennett did the rest of it. Yeah.
He's only 23.
23, he's 4 years older than me.
That's fuck, man. So young. But that's just because he's amazing at what he does. And if you really are amazing at what you do, you have to show people. That's what I mean, though. Like, how did he
get that first job?
How did he know that he was going to be amazing at that?
Self-confidence and just... well, maybe not self-confidence,
no, but he just tried it, like, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you're right. He just threw his hand at it. He didn't know he was going to be amazing at it.
No, like, that's why I think having like a journal and all is so important. Because like I wrote down about whatever about Troy and stuff, about whatever building a brand and like whatever reaching your full potential and all that crack, and like obviously a brand that wants to like improve people
and push you towards that end goal.
Like that's because that's what kind of we're into or whatever. Yeah, like, and maybe like a brand that like inspires people to like whatever, take action on whatever they want and stuff like that. So like I wrote that down fucking and it took me like a year probably to
come around
like get the courage to just like order the t-shirts and hoodies.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, and that's why like they weren't. Well, the hoodies were actually grand. The hoodies were nice, but that's why the t-shirts weren't great.
Yeah.
Because I was like, here, like I'm sick of just like being stagnant or whatever. So I just went, talked to a supplier on Alibaba and just bought them straight away.
That's the way it happens, though. I think you just have to do before you think sometimes.
Yeah, and same with that camera. I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Gonna want to do YouTube.
Yeah.
Want to do YouTube better because I bought the GoPro.
Yeah.
Then I was like, woke up, or I think it was like actually like 2 a.m.
Yeah, and you got it then.
That's when I'm fucking dangerous, man.
That's so funny.
That's when I'm dangerous. Like
2 a.m. you woke up and bought a camera.
What? No, I was.
Oh, you were
stayed up late
right,
because
right.
when you're up at 2 a.m. it's just you.
Yeah.
You're not affected by anyone.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Like last night I bought like fucking 800 and something euro Bitcoin.
Did you? Oh my god.
Because I was up till like 1 a.m. Swear.
You bought 800 euro worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah, swear.
What?
I'll show you now.
Madman.
Oh
my god. I think I put like 100 euro into XRP and it's just turned into like a tenner. Oh my god, man. It's a good investment though, to be fair, isn't it?
Because stocks only go up.
Yeah, that's well, yeah, why am I agreeing with that? Jesus Christ, as I said, I put 100 euro into Ripple. I think I've got like 10 euro left now.
I put 200, well, I had 340 into Bitcoin, right?
340, yeah.
And then I put another 500 into Bitcoin last night and 250 euro into ETH.
What's the ETH? I don't know that one.
ETH.
ETH.
Yeah, it kind of like mirrors Bitcoin.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know about that one. Now, I've been using Ripple. One of the guys in work, shout out to Ben. Ben told me about crypto and he was like telling me I should get involved in it. And then I bought stocks in Ripple and now I'm fucked.
But you would have been like I bought stocks in Ripple at like 8 cents and then no, it wasn't 8 cents.
You sold them, didn't you though?
Ripple, what was it? I'll show you now. Where's 3 months? Let's see.
Yeah, let me see what I'm on Ripple now.
No, I bought them at 21 cents.
Just out of interest, we'll see. Look at us on our phones in the middle of a podcast. What is going on? See, phones are a good thing, but they're also a bad thing because they're very distracting.
Yeah, I bought Ripple at 21 cents and sold it at 45.
Well, my Ripple
49.
is at 55 euro and I put 100 into it.
Was it not 160 or something?
That was 160 actually. Never mind. So I actually lost over 100 euro.
But that's alright, that'll go back up because stocks only go up. You know?
Yeah, they only go up. You definitely can't lose any money on stocks. It's not. It's a very unvolatile trading metric.
I really wouldn't recommend doing it.
Doing stocks?
Well, doing what I done.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't put that much into Bitcoin anyways. Not into Bitcoin.
Why not Bitcoin?
No, I feel like it's like that's for rich people.
What?
That's because it's at like 23k.
Do you not want to be rich, man?
Yeah, but not yet.
Alright, that's fair. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that. Only put money into like crypto.
If you know what you're doing.
Not if you know what you're doing, but if you're okay with losing that.
Yeah, because you can. That's the thing. Like I'm 110 euro off now.
Like XRP went from like I think it was like 50 something cent, and then what you call it?
They got sued and everything.
No, what you call it? Brexit happened.
Is that what?
Brexit happened. Everyone sold their XRP because it has something to do with Great Britain, and it dropped down to like fucking 18 cent or 10 cent or something like that. So,
Brexit actually sucks.
Yeah, whatever. Why are we talking about fucking cryptocurrency?
And why are we talking about Brexit?
Right. So I'm gonna.
We've been going for 45 minutes now.
45 minutes. So whatever about business. I don't really want to ask you about business.
Yeah, I don't have any current business ventures.
But like you are your own business though.
Yeah, like right now, like my business currently is like freelance content creation, and obviously I'm working as well now full time, but doing my own business on the side. But it's like, I think right now I definitely have like business plans that I'd be looking to kind of bring to fruition within like the next like month, 2 months, and it's nothing like I'm gonna drop a big massive record label or anything.
You're like fucking, I've been working on this since 6 years old.
Yeah, like I haven't been, and that's the thing. I've kind of been more focused on like enjoying creating and content and everything. But I definitely do have a lot of ideas that I'll kind of be bringing into fruition definitely this year, because I just think it's a good time. It's like I'm 19. I kind of want to do at least be able to say I've done it before I'm 20. That's kind of my aim. But it's like, it's nothing major. It's not going to be this big massive boom that I've been like waiting to show everyone. It's more so just like a bit of a rebrand, I think, more than anything.
Building a brand around yourself.
Yeah,
Make
exactly.
yourself a brand.
Exactly, and just kind of like officializing everything. As much as it's official now, like people know if they need stuff, they can come to me and ask me and figure everything out. It's like people DM me on Instagram, and that tends to be how I kind of get in contact with people now.
Would you not be aiming, whatever you're obviously going to label yourself for a brand, would you be aiming to turn that into like a videography company?
Yeah, for sure.
And then like whatever gets big, you'll be hiring people to work with and stuff like that.
As a part, I don't think I want it solely as like a content creation company, because I think there's a lot of them. I think I want the company and then to have part of the company as a content creation like sector almost. So obviously down the line, if it's all successful, it would be the idea of having a hub. When it's all successful, exactly. When, speak it into existence. Very true, very true. When it's all successful, it will be like a hub, which will be the main identity, and then it will have branches, so that branch will be like the media element of it.
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
That's just how I kind of want to think about it myself, and it's not. It would be more so like this is here and that's there, just so that I have that flexibility kind of in my own head. That's what makes sense, at least. But yeah. Yeah.
So, but for anyone like you don't need any like motivation to start something, because you've gone past that stage, and that's the same with myself. But like for anyone that's like struggling
and like
to start something, like the only thing you're losing at the moment with not starting it is time.
Yeah.
And like, what if you put like €500 into a business and it fails? Like, what's €500?
Yeah, you'd literally make that back in a solid week of work.
Like, money just comes back no matter. Like I buy cameras and stuff, and my bank account is down to, I don't know. Like,
you're really good at spending money.
Do you think?
Yeah, so good at spending money. I remember you being like, yeah, I might buy this. I was like, oh yeah, it'd be a good show. And then like within an hour, you're like, yeah, I bought it.
Yeah, like, oop.
Yeah, you're good at that. Like some people, I struggle with that. I'm really bad at spending money. Like I'd overthink something for ages before I actually bought it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely. Like not overthinking, more so just procrastinate on it. And I'm like, do I need this? Do I need this? I think that's a good way to be as well. But there's a balance to everything. Like money does come and money does go.
Oh, of course. Like, don't be afraid to spend your money, but like spend it in the right places.
Yeah, don't be stupid. Like, don't be like, okay, I'm gonna go into.
Yeah, like when I bought this camera, I was like, okay, this could end up like becoming something because of this camera. Yeah, just using it as a tool for like YouTube and Instagram and whatnot. Like. And for Thrive, it's been like I actually needed that for Thrive.
You couldn't have done all the product photos and stuff without a camera.
The branding of Thrive like so much better. It looks so proper. Like
100%. Like having a camera. I think everyone should get a camera. I'm all for that. I think a lot of people, because everyone takes pictures, but like that's a very good point. And I think that's kind of one of the main reasons I wanted to start YouTube and stuff, was to kind of not lead an example, but be like, I'm just a normal person from Wicklow, and it's like, you can do this stuff. Like, you don't. I remember always thinking, like, seeing these big YouTubers, and I was like, oh my god, you have to be like famous if you want to do YouTube. But and you always hear this stuff of like, oh, I started from nothing. But like, take us for example, because we're at that point. Like, we are at that point right now, and we're doing it. And within a few years, we will be a lot bigger than we are now. Of course, yeah. Like, that's not an arrogant thing. It's more so of a thing of like, that's what I see, and it's like, it's not. I don't see like failure as being an option as such. Yeah, you can like, I can do a video and it might go horribly, and I might lose 1,000 subscribers, but then I'll do another one and hopefully it'll go well. You have to kind of adapt and constantly keep moving, I think, is the biggest thing. It's why I always put it in my captions. It's like, it's so important to just keep going. And it's like, you've hit so many walls, and people always say that, but it's like, it could be a creative block, it could be a money issue, it could be a personal issue. You never know. Like, shit changes a lot of the times, but it's always about letting it ride its course, but always just coming back to do it. Exactly, yeah. Like, you should never stop. No. Why would you stop? Yeah, but like, take this as an example. It's like, I'm making YouTube videos right now to feed like 100 people. I've got 100 and something subscribers, and it's like, what the fuck does it matter? That's the thing. It's like, I want to make content. So it's like, if you are feeling yourself like held back because you don't want to do something because you know someone will say something, think about how that affects you. What is it? If it won't affect you in 10 years, don't take more than 10 seconds thinking about it. That's sort of a principle. Now, that's not realistic. People aren't going to actually do that. But to kind of follow by that guidelines. Like, if you want to start a YouTube channel, do it. If you want to start an Instagram, do it. If you want to lift weights, do it.
Literally, like,
why not?
Do what you want to do.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to finish it, because I'm starting to get a bit tired, to be honest.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm kind of fading a little bit. We've been going for 50 minutes.
50 minutes, yeah, so...
It's a long podcast.
It doesn't feel like that though, does it?
No, the first one went really fast because we were caffeinated, and now I'm starting to crash a little bit, I think. But
yeah, but so like, if you want to start something, just do it.
Yeah, word.
Just stop thinking about it.
Word to the
like
Terminators.
word to the
Terminators.
It's like weird. Like,
recording a podcast in a car.
Yeah, and we're just like nothing special.
No, I don't think I am either. Like, I don't have this perception in my brain that I'm like this elite being. I just think that I've...
Like, we are built different and stuff, but like, no. But, like, yeah, we're just normal.
Yeah.
Like, doing okay in school.
I'm not an
exceedingly
intelligent
I wasn't the most popular guy in school.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, you were a loser.
Yeah, but like... I don't know, we're just normal.
Very normal. It's
Very
just
normal.
like, I'm sure David Dobrik was like this at one point in his life. Now look at
sure
him.
he
Now he
was.
broke up with Liza and he's rich. That's his video.
Brag.
Nah, it's not. He's obviously makes really good content. But yeah, just do it. Nike, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it, bro.
You're right, we're gonna end here.
Just absolutely send it for the lads, man.
Just stop thinking about what everyone thinks, and because like no one gives a fuck about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Simple as.
Well, I think everyone gives a fuck, but it's more so about they can't do anything to you. People can hate you, but fuck the haters. Boom.
Boom.
And we're live. I think we'll just finish it there.
Literally, like...
F the haters. Or love the haters. Do whatever you want to do. It depends. I don't really mind.
But like, the thing is, like, on Instagram, and even TikTok. TikTok is the biggest example of that.
TikTok's crazy. Man.
TikTok. You put up a video, right?
Mcgregor's popping off on TikTok right now. Have you seen his videos? Yeah. Shout out to Onion. I saw one of his videos yesterday hit 29k.
Yeah.
Man's popping off.
But it's so weird. But like with TikTok,
yeah,
we put up videos and people like comment hate on it.
Have you got hate on your video?
Yeah, absolutely. You're like, oh, another Irish clothing brand, how original, and stuff like that. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, like, fair enough, man.
Yeah, get out of your mom's basement, pussy.
But not even like that. I don't even like go at him.
Yeah, you don't turn into a hater to the haters.
Like his comment is like boosting us up through the algorithm. So,
that's the great thing about haters. Haters give you clout, and isn't that the generation we live in now? Everyone just wants clout.
Yeah, everyone just hate me, please.
Yeah. Send your energy my way.
Yeah.
No.
So, are you gonna end it there?
Yeah, I think so, because my battery's flashing red as well.
Less thinking, more doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty much.
Just fucking have a good time of it. Sorry for cursing so much in this episode. I don't like cursing aloud when I'm on YouTube. I think it's because I'm a bit more. It's a bit more of an informal setting. We're in a car, so I feel like I can swear and stuff.
We've known each other for so long.
Yeah, I feel like I can swear and stuff. I don't like cursing sometimes in YouTube. I don't mind dropping an S-bomb, but I don't mind. I don't like dropping a hard F. I don't like it.
No, I do it sometimes when I'm like
Sometimes I use it in conversation now, which is bad. I try not to use it as much as I can, but I sometimes do use it as a descriptive word, and I could use very instead of it. So I apologise for every time I F-bombed in this video. Just a thing on my mind. So we'll end it there. Thank you for watching, guys. If you want to see more videos, make sure that you subscribe down below. Make sure to like the video. Go follow Turkey on Instagram. Go follow Turkey on YouTube. Go hit Thrive a Like on Facebook. Yeah, because you don't follow people on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram and TikTok if you want to see TikToks. And follow us both on TikTok too. Follow us on all social media platforms. And also, I expect this video to hit 7k views. And if it doesn't hit 7k views, I'm definitely going to sell my channel.